Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Titan defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. DK to return. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. At their own 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. Will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to having going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the former Volunteer is Dylan Sampson. And a scratch up only about a yard up to the 32. The Browns at 500 at 6-6. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 3rd and 8. Sanders to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw, here's Ward. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
60, 19, Lions.
Now Ward. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 70 Timberwolf. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions.
To throw is Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chimere Dike, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. I'll let you do the analysis, partner. With every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws, and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready?
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ready?
To throw is Sanders. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing, Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
ETN once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's ETN. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Now Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 31 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Trevor Etienne to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing is Ward. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mason Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Ward. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Warrior 70. 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 15. Back to throw. Moore. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They go play action with Ward. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He gets away from one. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? 7 Pirates. 18 Cardinal. 8.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Top low 18. Let's go. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Moore. That's complete to DK. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, run with 18, rep, like it.
Looking to throw. Sanders. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Sanders, a final shot before break. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those.
Touchdown, Titans! Chigakakwo, 65 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Browns drive about to get started. the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On play action, here's Shedeur. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
30-yard line.
79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out of the gun, Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
19 side, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 43-yard line.
Ward off the play fake. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
68, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Moore. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Chimere Dike with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
His throw incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw again. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Viking 8.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun here, Ward. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And we'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Off play action, Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And now here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Fighting his way through contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing out for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
This one caught by Ridley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down and 4.
Cowboy 80.
Now Ward. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Throwing now, Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Sanders to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
Here we go.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. One more time with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw, here's Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Cade York on now for the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Sanders. That's caught. Jeff Besh with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Now Sanders. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
They go play action now. Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass
is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 20. Before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Sanders. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
31-yard line.
Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. Keely Ringo in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is the tight end, Njoku. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught by Judy. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And down inside the 15 it goes. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Sanders. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Judy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Another toe for Etienne. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Etienne up the middle. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top?
Your age ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chicks. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's halftime, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no let. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little bushy run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, make that. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I
all I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not